What's up, guys? I'm Anthony and welcome to Life with Anthony. Today, guys, I'm doing something a little different. I'm calling this a stoop session. I'm basically sitting outside of my apartment building. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day out, so I thought I'd come out and make a video. Now, I'm very personal on my channel. I share a lot of my life on my channel, and I thought that I want to see just how well some of you guys out there know me. So, I prepared 11 questions that I'm going to ask you guys. And at the end of the 11 questions, if you want to, write in the comment how many of the 11 you knew. Most of these things, if you follow me for a very long time, you should know. And if you are a little newer to my channel, you may not know some of the answers to some of these questions. So, without further ado, let's get going. The first question is, what city did I live in before moving to Mooresville? What city did I live in before moving to Mooresville? That should be an easy one, even for those who are newer to my channel. All right, question number 2. What is my favorite day of the week? That should be a pretty easy one too. I mentioned it before, but not a lot. And if you don't know, just take a guess. What's my favorite day of the week? Question number 3. What is one of the 2 countries that I most want to visit? Now, I definitely mentioned this a few times on my channel. What are one of the 2 countries that I most want to visit? Put your thinking caps on. Put your thinking caps on. Question number 4. What year did I start van life? Now, that should be an easy one. What year did I start van life? Question number 5. What has been my favorite vacation place to visit? Now, I have been here probably, I don't know, 8, 10, maybe even 12 times, and it's so far up until this point in my life has been the most enjoyable place. I always have a good time when I go there. I've taken my nieces and nephews there many times. I've gone, so that's all I'm gonna say. What has been my favorite vacation place to visit? Question number 6. What month is my birthday? Now, that should be a really easy one. What month is my birthday? Question number 7. What is my all-time dream? Now, I know all of you should get that one. What is my all-time favorite dream? What is my dream? Question 8. All of you should get this question. What line of work am I in? I try not to make them too difficult. What line of work am I in? Question 9. What is my first van life vehicle before the minivan? The minivan was not my first van life vehicle. I bought another vehicle before the minivan. Now, this is a question that you had to have known me or followed me way back when. Okay, once again, question 9. What was my first van life vehicle before the minivan? Question 10. What is the one thing that I love doing on the weekend? Now, I can do this every single weekend if allowed to. I can't give you too much or I'll give it away, but I love doing this on the weekends. But since I work night work, I don't really necessarily have to do it on the weekend, but most of the time I do it on the weekend. And the last and final question is, what show am I fascinated with and seen over 10 of these shows? I have such a fascination for this show. I've seen shows in Vegas. I've seen shows in DC, shows in Baltimore, shows in Orlando. So what show am I fascinated with and seen over 10 of these shows? Alright guys, that's my 11 questions. I hope that you guys know most of them. Again, if you have not been with me for a minute, some of them you may not know, but those are the questions, guys. So in the comment section, write how many you got right out of the 11. Alright, now let me answer these questions. Alright, question number 1, to see if you guys got them right. Question number 1, what city did I live in before moving to Mooresville? If you said Lancaster, you are right. When I came from Baltimore, when our plant shut down in Baltimore, I came up to Lancaster and worked. I worked there for a little over a year, and then I got my job here, and well, not in PA, but in Jersey. And yep, Lancaster. Question 2, what is my favorite day of the week? If you said Sunday, you are correct. I love Sundays. To me, Sundays are more peaceful, they're more quiet, everything. It just, to me, the world seems so much quieter on a Sunday. A lot of people stay home. It's just a really peaceful day for me. So if Sunday is my favorite day of the week. Number 3. What is one of the 2 countries that I most want to visit? Now, if you said either Australia or Japan, you are correct. I have such a such a fascination with both of those countries. I really would like to try to get to at least one of them. So yeah, Australia, and more specific, Sydney, Australia. I don't have a specific Japan country, maybe Tokyo, something like that. But yeah, Australia and Japan. Number 4, what year did I start van life? I started van life in 2016. That was the year that I quit my job, threw all my stuff in my minivan, and went on the road for about, I don't know how long I was gone. Then I came back to Maryland. I wasn't out on the road that long. I think I stayed out because I came back in October. Yeah, I came back in October. I started driving Uber. I left in August, the end of August. I actually didn't leave until after the second week in September. Probably the second week, because I went on a cruise after I quit my job. Yes, I went on a cruise, and then I hopped in my minivan and went. I stayed until the end of October. Then I came back. I drove Uber for 6 months. From October, I got my job back in May of the following year. I started May the 1st. So, yeah, 2016. Question 5. What has been my favorite vacation place to visit? Now, I love this place. Love, love, love. I loved it as an adult. As an adult, I loved it as, well, I didn't really go as a kid. I started going when I was an adult. But if you said Disney World in Orlando, Florida, you are right. Yay! Every time I go there, I seem to have like the best time. I seem to be, I guess it's the kid at heart that comes out in me. But I love Disney World in Orlando. I can never get enough of it. Okay, number 6. What month is my birthday? Now, if you said January, you are correct. I am a Capricorn. Number 7. What is my all-time dream? Now, you guys should know this. You guys know that I'm a baseball fan, and my all-time dream is to go to a baseball game in every stadium. So, my baseball dream is still not happening yet. Number 8. What line of work am I in? Now, all of you should know this, even if you just started following me 2 weeks ago. I am in the printing industry. Number 9. what was my first van vehicle before the minivan. Now, not many of you may remember this because I did shoot a year's worth of videos in this van. I think it was a year. I know I was making videos in it, but I deleted the videos when I started all over when I got the minivan. I should have kept them, but I deleted them. I caught myself making space for, space on my SIM card for my new beginning. Anyway, it was a 1999 Ford Econoline 150 high top. So you had to have been with me from the very beginning to remember that vehicle. Number 10. What's the one thing that I love doing on the weekends, and I am such a buff, is going to the movies. I love going to the movies. I can go to the movies every single weekend. Again, it doesn't even have to be on the weekends, but as long as there's something out there that I am interested in seeing, I can go to the movies every day. I love going to the movies. I've always loved going to the movies, even as a child. I remember walking on the weekends, walking to this movie theater. It took me like a half an hour to get there and watch, and that was back when the movies were $1 and I can watch 3 karate movies, and you didn't have to get out when the movie was over. You could stay in the movie all day long. Oh man, I miss those days. Remember those days? Because that's how I fell in love with martial arts movies and became a big fan of those type of movies, because I used to go and sit all day on a Saturday and watch those martial arts movies over and over. Okay, the last question, number 11, is what show am I fascinated with and seen over 10 shows? Now, if you said Cirque du Soleil, you are correct. I am so fascinated with that show. I've seen so many of those shows. I've seen 4 of them in Orlando. I've seen about 5 of them in Las Vegas. I even seen one at Myrtle Beach. I've seen one in Washington, D.C. I've seen one in Baltimore. I mean, I am such a huge fan of the Cirque du Soleil. And here's a treat for you guys. If you have not seen a Cirque du Soleil show or don't even know what a Cirque du Soleil show is, I'm going to put the link. They have a website where you can watch an entire show for free. They have several of them, probably like 10 of their shows on their website that you can watch for free. I'm going to link the website in the description. Check out some of their shows. They are just so fascinating, and to see them in person is even more fascinating. So that's the Cirque du Soleil. Alright guys, so that was a short questionnaire just to get an idea of how well some of you guys out there know me. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you do so. Also guys, do me a favor and hit the notification bell so that you guys can be notified whenever I post a video. And as always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys, you know that, and I'll see you guys the next time.